I am Sasha Burrell, and welcome to the Dark Room. This month we've been looking at modern texture packs, with the last one being Last Days. This one is not post-apocalyptic as it is pre-apocalyptic. As the title would suggest, it is called The End is Extremely Nigh by Santiago 3. The entire premise of the texture pack is that it takes place before some sort of world-ending catastrophe or calamity, and that the world has a modern, yet somewhat decayed appearance to it. A bit dilapidated, if you will. So it's a little bit postmodern industrial. A lot of wear and tear to the environment itself. The texture pack, from what I understand, is not 100% done, but it is very far along. There's a lot of really neat additions here. Some things that I think are really neat. Glass looks cool. Most of the important things have been covered already, of course. Animated lava, and the various stones, the dirts, the wools. The wools themselves have actually been altered to look more like wallpaper or different other materials, which I think is really neat. Trees look smooth. They've been stripped of bark from radiation. I thought the bed was kind of neat. It looks like a sleeping bag on top of a cot or a bunk. Something about that's just charming. I don't know why. Redstone lamp is also really awesome. You've got a metal box here. Looks like it's got panels on the sides. And when you activate it, they slide open. And you've got light. Light box. For the win. Heading outside, we take a look at the sludgy water. I say sludgy, the water doesn't appear to be animated, or if it is, it's animated extremely lightly. But it's got an appearance that suggests it's a little bit caustic, almost gel-like in its way. It may just be that the animation hasn't been done yet, and I'm overanalyzing that, but if it happens to be this way as a default, that's actually equally interesting. Well, night came out of nowhere, didn't it? We've got some sugar cane over here, which I think looks kind of like corn. It's obviously surviving the calamity that will befall the world. The desert also has some interesting gems in it, I think. And of course, the sand looks like sand. The dead shrubs still look like dead shrubs, albeit in a slightly different style. But the cactus, now that's interesting. We've got what appears to be a barbed wire wrapped log. And it looks like quite a few people tried to hug this thing, too. Probably didn't go so well, I would imagine. It had been mentioned in the past a few times that the Nether didn't get much coverage in these texture pack videos. However, that is part of the reason this area over here exists. This is made entirely, with the exception of glowstone, out of Nether materials. For example, you've got your standard netherrack here. Lava, of course. Wouldn't be the Nether without lava. This here is soul sand. It blends really, really well into the netherrack, and I think together they appear to make a form of what I'd say like toxic or radiated ground. It's a little bubbly, or in some equally blighted term. Definitely looks like the kind of place you wouldn't hang out for a picnic. In that sense, I think it's very well done. Gravel's pretty simple and straight to the point. Looks kind of half melted, half solid ground. You know, given the sound the gravel makes when you walk on it, that's actually not so far off, I guess. Our trusty alchemy lab. Complete with our not-so-trusty assistant, who's meandering about and doing nothing useful. The brewing stands appear to have permanent bottles attached, but I do like the style of them. Now this is awesome. That's something I really enjoy. The chests have been stylized to look like crates. Modern crates, I guess you'd say. The smaller chests have a little health box on top, with the large one, of course, saying emergency supplies there. But what I really think is the selling point of these things isn't just the outside, but the inside. It's a little bit hard to see with this thing in the way, but you've got textures on the insides of the lid and the chest itself. So they actually did fill the boxes with materials to give it that authentic, this holds stuff look, and I really like that. Looks like spider webs aren't doing so well in the postmodern day. The sandstone smithy. Here's your furnace. They look like ovens. I think that's neat. If I had some wood, I do have some wood. Let's cook something. See, look, it's got a little lit up oven door there. Awesome. Here's your standard workbench, complete with tools and other assorted danglies. Iron rod fence looks a little bit more like chain link. That's pretty cool. All said, I'd say the pack definitely evokes a modern feel of the sort that I've been looking for lately. It's got a kind of dilapidated appearance to it. It's something that it looks like people would be living in, but not necessarily comfortable in. In some ways, not very much unlike how Half-Life 2 looked. And I could see where that would be an inspiration for this particular texture pack in a lot of ways. I think it's very well done. I think it is a worthy addition to Modern Texture Pack Month. And I like it quite a bit. I'll be using it all week. Hello, dog. Quit correcting me, you're not a wolf, you're a dog. So, we have taken our look at The End is Extremely Nigh by Santiago 3. Be sure to check it out. Links to the thread are in the comments below. If you're watching this on the forum, they are, of course, in the forum post as well. So definitely take a look at the texture pack. Be sure to let Santiago know that you have seen their work and think it's awesome. Be sure to let them know that it was raining when you were watching this review, because it was, if only briefly. We have some more modern texture packs coming up as well in the coming weeks. Some ones that I think are really good. A number of them, actually all of them, have been texture packs that have been recommended to me in comments and emails and various other things. So I have listened and I have looked, and I definitely like where you guys are getting your texture packs from. Now, there were a few I found on my own, but most of them have been community suggestions. I'm very much looking forward to doing them. So, without further ado, thank you for watching The Dark Room. I am Sasha Varel, and check in next week when we check out the latest texture pack for Modern Texture Pack Month.